All right, so I have a chance to improve this homepage and I want to do it with quick wins. What can we do really quickly that doesn't require a whole redesign or anything like that, but will improve the user experience and also help with SEO? So there's a couple things that I want to do. The first one I want to just talk about is just getting rid of this slider. So sliders, in the past, they were popular. I think studies and stuff are just showing that people are not going to, they're not staying up here or spending time to see what's on the third and fourth slides and stuff. They really we're more used to this sort of whatever's presented and then we just start scrolling. So I think a lot of good information is lost. And when you have the first slide, when it's just a repeat of the logo of the company, I don't think that really adds much value to the viewer who's trying to look for your type of service. And so here you see mountain bike escapes. That's kind of okay, that's kind of interesting, but it's not exactly clear what it is that this company provides. And what I notice is, and also the image, you can kind of see, like, would you even know that this has to do with mountain bikes unless you saw this little guy right here and you were really studying this image? It's hard to tell. And you can see that, okay, as you go here, oh, this gets a little bit clearer because you see that person. This is even clearer as right here because you see those people. And here's another one. So I think like there, the image, you see we're getting really good images later on, and we really want to show that right when someone loads on the website. And here I notice at the very end, the last, when it comes to text, tailored itineraries. There's something about that related to bikes that I think is really important. And so we want to make sure that the moment someone lands here, they're going to understand that. By removing the slider as well, we're also going to increase the speed of the website, the loading, and so that's always a good thing, especially for SEO. You want your website to just be loading as fast as possible, and that creates a great user experience. So we're going to do that. A couple other wins that I think we can do is increase the weight or let's say the boldness of these fonts. This is using a really thin font, and especially when you put it on top of images, it can be hard to read, especially for older people. And I know that his target audience tends to be like parents like myself who, we don't have the best eyesight. So anyway, we're going to change that. We're going to make things a little bit bolder. I think it's going to pop. And finally, the call to actions. So right now it's using just this white color, and you'll see here there's kind of this outline effect. Very minimal, and I think call to actions deserve sort of a color or something that just stands out. So when the person's ready to take action, they know, let me look for that button, like a green button or something. So we're going to do something like, we're going to do some coloring here and see if we can improve that. All right. So those are quick fixes. And so let's get going. So let's see what we can do. All right. All right, so I worked on the design. So this is the current website we saw here, and here is what I ended up making. So just show you some of the differences. So here I've removed the slider, so it's just one image for the time being. And so I'll talk with the client and see if this image feels like it captures sort of the essence that they're going after, and yeah, essentially if it's good or not. What I tried to do was, here you'll see, so you see how on the old site, the fonts and stuff, they're not so, or they're much more thinner. So I tried to make things a little bit bigger so it's easier to read. And here you'll see what I've done here is, this is for SEO, where I've kind of said, what is it, how are people typing for something that's similar to this using some keywords? So I just put tailored mountain bike and e-bike tours for now. And then you'll see here, this is kind of like the inspiring, sort of captivating phrase. So knowing how they want to position themselves and their sort of how they talk, I think it's about adventure and excitement. So it's like just come up with some really quick words, ride, explore, remember, kind of thing. So boom, boom, boom. And then right here, I wanted to really talk about what it is that they offer. So, saying that every trail tells a story. So to really emphasize this sort of, tailor-made adventures for each person or family. And the call to action is plan your bike tour. So right now they currently have trip inquiry, but I think for a lot of people, they might not exactly know what that means. So this is, for me, it's a little bit more plain. It's more clear, like just plan your trip. I want to plan a trip. So by clicking that, what ends up happening is now I get the sort of the trip inquiry let's say, list or the form, but this form can also be improved as well. So there we go. All right, so yeah, that was the design, and now I'll send it off. All right, so I hope that video was fun. Please let me know if it was. Really, I just wanted to show a little bit of what goes on behind the scenes of building a new website, or let's say in this case, redesigning a new landing page. What I'm really big on is user experience, and so trying to do whatever it takes to make your website easier, more clear and concise, really, for users to get a sense where they land on the website and they'll be able to quickly say, hey, this is for me, or this is inspiring, I want to learn a little bit more. So I think that's really important, and so that was some of the reasons of why I changed the font, try to make it, bring it out, make it a little bit more clearer, and I think that just helps a lot. Just to talk about some of the, the choices with some of the wording that I did. So here you'll see at the top, tailored mountain bike and e-bike tours. So those are kind of the keywords that they're after. And so I want to put that somewhere and I want to give it a good heading. So this is actually the H1, let's say, header for the page. But it's not really inspiring text. What's really, you want to grab someone's attention, and so that's where I just use this. This is not the actual headline. This is just simple text. So from a semantic point, from an SEO point, what we're trying to do is we're saying, this is what we're telling the computer, or we're telling search engines, this is the real important phrase. But for people that are coming to the page, we want to inspire them, and so this is kind of the text for them. So this is like a little bit of a trick that you can do with SEO, trying to be able to talk in a way that computers understand or search engines understand, but while inspiring people. And then here I just tried to really emphasize the idea of tailored trips. So every trail tells a story, make yours unforgettable. And the call to action is really focused on like a very clear understanding of, if I click this button, I know what I'm getting into. Trip inquiry, I'm not sure if that's, you might get the idea like, oh, to plan a trip, this is what it is. But I just feel if you can just put, straight center like plan a bike tour, it just sounds more clear for me. So that's why I did that. All right, and there's the image, no more slider anymore, so there we go. All right, so anyway, I hope this is helpful. I'll send it off to the client and see if he likes it, and we'll go from there. All right, thanks for watching, and have a great day.